Okay. Love reading for the holidays for Aquarius. This is that. I got a color card to kind of infuse some energy, some background energy into the reading. Kind of a tone underneath the whole thing to keep in mind. And also, we get a love card at the end to kind of highlight anything, any area we may need work on or anything like that. So I'll start with the color card and I'll read while white lighten up. Oh, that's interesting. We may need to lighten up here in a certain area having to do with love and romance. So give me a moment here. I'm going to read what they have to say there. 24 is the number. Okay, lighten up. I'm going to see here if I can. Speaking of which, kind of show that in a better light. There, I think that works good. Okay. So white heals your body as a whole, clearing toxicity and assisting with purification. White also enhances clarity and understanding, can be very helpful in healing skin problems, bringing peace and comfort at the highest level. White represents integrity, light, holiness, truth, and surrender. Lighten up with white. I feel like, yeah, the lightness of being, like the integrity, the holiness, the truth, and surrender. I feel like this is what the Aquarius may be after in a love zone here. Again, if you're looking at this love reading, go and look at the career and the spirituality as well. They can amalgamate into a great reading of understanding all the elements here. I also feel here clearing the toxicity and purification is something that either we're going through or we're going to be illuminated to in some way, shape, or form, and needing to lighten up from that in that way. So that's pretty self-explanatory. Explanatory. The white talks to purity to me. I was trying to spit everything out all at once. White really speaks to purity, innocence, and the way that we want to go forward. I feel like the Aquarius wants to go forward in this energy of purity and light and truth and whatever that may have come from toxic energy and not wanting to absorb that any longer. Okay, so keep that in mind as you go through. It will be the underlying current here. So as we move forward, started out with the infinity cards for the love reading. So we'll see what happens here. The head of the pyramid. We have celebrations, 3 cups. That's about going out and letting loose, lightening up. Yeah, we're doing it. We may be doing this with other people. We may be gathering together with other people over the holidays. This could be quite easily done. Not as easy as it used to be, but nonetheless, getting together with people over the holidays, to kind of whoop it up, right? Next card is the 2 of Cups. 2 of Cups is about connections, deep emotional connections. This guy's very curious about her, and she's kind of sitting there knowing this. This might be an introduction we come across, or it's just something that we're dealing with at a celebration that comes to fruition here. Next card is the 5 of Wands. Now that's about admiring intimate relationships elsewhere. There's the sort of truth is here. Just give me a minute to translate. Someone here, again, keeping this card in mind here, this white, the purity and all of that, integrity. Something about a truth either needing to be said or getting in the way of a way forward, something here to do with that, with a truth being told, okay? Connection wanting to happen or connect here, but there may be a truth getting in the way of complete connection. I'll put it that way. Next card is the 10 of Cups. I feel like that is what the Aquarius is after. It's interesting to me here. It's like we got good celebratory energy, we got a good pairing, and then all of a sudden there's a feeling of wanting, like we don't have enough. This is not in this card. This is in this card. And then having it all. So what did we skip over here? There's something here that there's like a truth that's missing. Okay. I'm just going to leave it at that. And I don't know, hopefully through the reading, we uncover that, because the sense is that we may have the ability to have all we want here, but there's something missing. That's what it is, isn't it? Yeah, something missing with a potential partner that makes us emotionally happy. But there's a truth here that's just lying in between everything, and it's kind of like we can't get it together. Okay? So interesting. I'm going to leave that out in case we get clarifiers here. Okay, next row. First card, back to school, talking about lessons. So there may be a lesson within this relationship here that has not been learned. Therefore, it's creating a block in the relationship. Cute. 10, 13, which is about death and transition. This is about endings. In this card of romance, talking about endings within a relationship. We may have learned our lesson in a relationship and ended it, or refused to learn a lesson and need to end it. Okay. Next card, we have the King of Swords. Well, that would be why. King of Swords is serve me, dude. He's the you serve me and I will have one or many if I choose to. And there's no loyalties here whatsoever. So again, keeping this energy in mind, right? We're looking for this purity of person. And it doesn't seem to be coming from the person that we came from. We either broke from this, will be breaking, or need to do this in the future. Because there's lessons here we have or have not learned. Now the next card is 14. And that's the Knight of Wands. Give me a minute here. No, that's the King of Wands. Excuse me. Yeah. I had to make sure because the way this was going. He is a good dude. The black, like they just mess up with all the symbology here is not right, but he's an entrepreneur. He's someone who has somewhat gaining power in his life here. And the sense is he is someone that is beneficial to us. I feel either this person is different. Just give me a minute here. Okay, they're going, this person wants to end this part of their life. We may have come from a situation or ended a situation where someone was a bit of a playboy. And because of this person, they're going, this person wants to change their ways. They do want that. But they're, again, keep the lesson in mind here. But I don't feel that they have. Now, it's interesting to me because the woman is putting her hand on that sword of truth. She does not have a hold of it yet. So the sense is here, if you have broken from something, it is because we never got the truth, but we knew something was going on here. So I feel like the lesson card here is really stating that, yes, we learned our lesson here. We may have had to go through it a few times, loop through this a few times with this person or with other people that are doing the same thing in order to get this, but we've got it. Especially the person that's going to get the lesson is the person that left. Person that's going to be looping is the person that decides to stay. Okay, but again, this energy, now he could be playing that he's this dude of benefit, and then he's really this dude behind closed doors. So we got to be careful. Is this what happened? Da da da. Okay, so next row here. First card, man, woman, LGBTQ. Okay, so this card is multifaceted. This is a deck I made up, and I put that in there to kind of encompass all of that area. This could be anything as light as someone who is Sexually experimenting with the same sex. This could be someone who may not feel good, comfortable in their own skin as a man or a woman, all the way up to bisexuality to someone that may be a man and be born a man but is now a woman, this kind of thing. So it's that's a big cloud of stuff there. But this has some bearing. It will not come out unless it has some bearing here. So there may be someone here that is in check of their sexuality, meaning maybe not sure of their sexuality or experimenting or want to go this way, that way. This might have a bearing on the relationship. Next card, Three of Cups. Interesting. Three of Cups is about, this is a whorehouse, as they say. This guy's going in, he's going to pay his cash, and he's going to leave satisfied, and that's what it is. So someone here is dealing with this kind of energy, or may have a lot of experience in this area, not meaning with people they pay, but meaning when we have an exchange, a physical exchange with a partner, it feels like that. We go in, we come out, there's no ties. So it is very we could have had a lot of physical relationships in our life, but not a lot of intimacy. Okay, and this is what we're getting. Now, this could be in this area as well of same-sex partners or whatever, or experimenting in that kind of way. There's something here about that, has to do with the way that we're going forward here in our love zone. Next card, Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups can be a water sign. It could also be your energy. I feel like this is your energy. We're taking on a lot of water here, meaning we are being very much in our emotional center, wanting to give love and be compassionate and caring and outward. Like, they're showing the cup of yogurt. They're offering it to the man. It's just he's getting all of this, right? So someone here is going in and out and not given, and someone here is given a lot and not getting. Okay? This is what I'm getting here. So we may have a partner here that may be on the side of being used to just going in and out and no ties. So this is not going to match very well in a coupled relationship, right? And especially if they're wanting me to mention as well, if we're in a man-woman relationship and somebody is, yearning for the opposite sex, this is going to be also a discussion point as well. Okay. So next we have the Tower. Now it's interesting to me on the sex side. This Tower means a whole different thing. This is really can mean a collapse or something shocking that can happen. Okay. But because here it's pristine, there's not a crack in it. Nothing's breaking down. Nothing's coming from the heavens to shatter it up. Nothing. So what I get it to mean there is really, we're talking about sex here. So it's about maybe being surprised that we're turned on by a certain type of person. Okay. This is what I'm getting. Yeah. Cause this is, erect. I'll put it that way. And it's also, like I said, it's pristine. It's going forward. So that's stating to me that the passion that we have for someone. And again, the Tower notably is something that is shocking. So if I were to transmute it, it would be that we're shocked that we're attracted to someone in a certain kind of way. So this is having to do with that. And again, we're used to in and out. And somebody we want to give a high emotion to, it may be someone of the same sex that we just haven't crossed that barrier yet. Okay. Oops. Okay, on the last row here on the edge, this is energy that can fall away quite quickly. We have hooked. We may be hooked on someone here. Our energy is into something that we can't really. We may have left the situation. We may have left the building, but the lights are still on. Like there's things that we want to explore there. Okay, so next card, Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles is someone who is very financially secure and stable, and they're ready to give more love outward. I feel like to a certain degree, this could be someone outside of us, but it also could be qualities within us we're trying to bring about. We're trying to become more solid, more giving, more. I feel like we may have done this, like I said, in the relationship, but I don't feel it went well. But we're still hooked on this person, no less. Okay, that's what I'm getting as we carry forward. Yeah, we get the hangman. That's about taking hands off, right? The hangman could mean a pause in physical relations here. Could also mean some hang time between going at this person, period. Not only just in the bedroom, but overall. I do get a sense here with the death card coming in. Where was that? Give me a moment here. Reference. Yeah, it was back in the beginning here, talking about our lessons. We had the death card come in. So there's a sense of losing something, but why is it? But we're still hooked on it. So like, kind of like this energy is going to come back is what I get, or we're trying to get it back. I don't know. As we move one card forward, yeah, the Eight of Wands, which is about swift movement forward. So we may have someone outside of us looking at this. Okay. Because what they're telling me is they're going, that's not the way the Aquarius is looking at it. That's the end of the relationship. But the person on the other side may be hooked on us and not able to accept that. So we are moving quickly in a new direction here. Now, it's interesting to me, the boat is going back in the direction of this energy. Now, we may be working hard to gain finances and whatnot. And this may be what we're going in the direction of instead of the relationship, okay? Now, the fate. The fateful part, because this is energy like focusing on work instead of like refocusing is what I get. That is stuff that can or cannot, that can waver. This is stuff that will not waver. This is your what's set in stone, kind of like written. We get the shuffling card. That usually means we're juggling more than one relationship here. So if we've let go of one, this might be a possibility. We may be going to one in the future. We may try and bring both of them in and go about it that way. The next card, the Two of Wands. Two of Wands is about a confidant, telling someone all our secrets. Someone who we trust highly, is very loyal to us, and is always there for us. So there's somewhere here, either one of these partners gives you this in this way or offers this in this way, or this is someone completely outside of the relationship that really, actually, I'm getting that we pour our heart out into, and this could be another area that starts the fire burning in the romance as well. So next card, Knave of Wands. Yeah, that is the passion coming forth here. So Wands is a fiery energy, Aries, Leo, or Sag. This is about physical passions being ignited and indulged in in the area. It's very good, solid. It's not just like a and a gone, but it's very good. Like there's a passion building here for someone that's real deep. Next card is the Eight of Cups. So the Eight of Cups here, that's interesting because if you see this guy, there's a guy here opening the door in the background of this with all the Eight of Cups. He was Casanova, who is with the woman. That's Casanova's buddy. Casanova's buddy, his confidant, you might say, told him that he liked a certain person. And because he told him this, Casanova went and said that person and then started a relationship with her. And what do you know? He got with her. And so this guy's like, I didn't even have a chance to get in there, and he's already stealing my woman type thing. So there's a sense of a scenario like this affecting you in some kind of way here. Now, give me a minute. Really what I'm getting here is that the person that we let go here over this last little while, We got them in a category, done. It's over. We move on to another person. That's us with that other person. And then this is the person that we let go. But it's like, well, it is what it is, right? We let it go. They may be hooked on us in a way, but it just wasn't meant to be, is the sense I'm getting. So there's a sense here of moving on to greener pastures and things kind of working out. I wouldn't say, I don't know, for the best. Just there's a little bit of a situation here. So this is what is fated. So it is fated that you move to something here and that the other person is going to see this. This may be karmic in some kind of way here. I'm getting a sense here that this person's going to get exposed to this for a particular reason. But nonetheless, you are indulging your passions, and that's what you're doing, okay? So as we go to the next, on the right side here, finishing off the reading, we get chemistry. Yeah, this new person that comes in, there's high chemistry here, so we indulge in that, right? Next card, Knight of Cups. There it is. There's an offer, a love offer. It comes forward. We indulge. There's chemistry. Away you go. It's all makes sense to me. Look at the Death card. Now, this could be, just give me a minute. Yeah, we ended a relationship and now we're going forward to something that is more suited. Because they're going, look at, this was what we wanted in the background here and it got cut from us. Got cut. We cut. We may have cut this ourselves. And now there's an offer going forward. It could be from us to someone else or just a scenario that pops up here where we get an opportunity. Next card is Seven of Wands. There's the Duel. That's where we end it here, guys. Oh, too funny. That is basically, they're telling me that's Casanova and his buddy. They're going to have a discussion. Or really what it is they're either going to have to step up here, one or the other. We are in we ended a relationship here. We're going in a new relationship, and now somebody from our past wants to come in. It's not going to work. So it's not going to go well, right? So somewhere here we may get confronted, because this is kind of like we get confronted like 10 paces and bang. So there may be some confrontations or a discussion that we may need to have with this person again in order to really state our case here. But nonetheless, we're going outward passionately, and then someone from our past is going to come in and kind of take note of that highly. So the love card that we get overall here to keep in mind is practice compassion. It says see things from a different perspective. So, and they're going not just ours, right? Not just our perspective. We got to try and be a little softer in dealing with that. I feel it's dealing with the person that's left, that's gone. We have to have some compassion dealing there in order to kind of get away karmically free. Because the sense is that we, in our mind we ended things, but the other person's just not either accepted, couldn't accept that, or wasn't thinking you would move on, this kind of thing. So this is what we may have to deal with, some backlash in that kind of way through this. So again, we had the white lighten up card, but again, this is about dignity and purity and truth and all of that. I feel it really is trying to bring front, being truthful and honest, and let everything out on the table here, including the ex-partner. Just say, well, look, we ended the relationship, like I didn't think there was anything left, and maybe needing to have that discussion. But there's a lot going on here. But if you practice compassion and you keep your integrity in check, you should be okay. It's really the feeling I get over the holidays. So that's the love reading for Aquarius. Yeah, so also look up your Venus signs as well. Your sun, moon, and rising, they say, right? And Venus. Venus is for love, romance. So if you know what your Venus sign is, that sign can also give you some more insight in that area, along with your, your sun sign. So anyway, thanks for everything. I wanted to wish everybody a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. My words are jumbling on top of each other. And I also wanted to let people know that I have infinity readings and reviews on Facebook that will be open in the new year, and I will be doing. It is open now. I'm just slowing down over this season. I won't be in, but I will be in after the season is over in February, and I will be doing live healing nights. That includes mental, emotional, and physical healings, and live tarot reads, And I'm going to set up that schedule in the new year. So if you're interested in that or know of anybody that could benefit from that, send them in there. Join in over the season. It's going to be pretty quiet, but when I come in February, I'll start back up again, and then you'll have access to those if you're interested. And in the meantime, take care. Have fun, be kind, and be safe over the holiday season. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.